welcome back to Absolutely Marvel and DC. My name is Benny, that is Hussein, and today we're going to be talking about Flash, Season 9, Episodes 2 and 3. But today's sponsor is Absolutely, don't use the code Absolutely with Into the AM t-shirts. They got great designs. They have great blank shirts if you just want a nice and comfy shirt. I actually really love the quality of their t-shirts here, and I highly recommend them. Use the code Absolutely at checkout. All right. We're not going to go beat by beat. You know I don't do that, with especially because we missed 2 episodes. I didn't even realize we missed 2. How did we?
No, you weren't. I watched it. You were gone. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want from me. You booted it.
No, I was here last Thursday.
You booted it. You didn't do it Thursday. You said you didn't have time to do it Thursday, and then you put it to Monday, and then you skipped Monday. So
I did skip Monday, and I skipped Tuesday.
I know because I stay up late to watch these the night they come out because I desperately want them to be over.
They air Wednesday, right?
Yeah, they air Wednesdays.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I don't know why we didn't. What happened last Thursday?
I literally think you pushed it. You didn't get to watch it in time, so you pushed it off, and you had other things to do. You had like a big schedule.
Yeah, sometimes my Thursdays get bad. Well, anyway, episode 2. This episode's terrible. I thought this. Okay, for this entire episode's purpose is Caitlyn and Frost are both gone. They've been gone.
Can we just take a second? Let me tagline this because I think this is what Dan should title the video too. This episode, they kill off Caitlyn Snow from the first season. The character that we've had since the very beginning, played by Danielle Panabaker, is killed. Permanently off.
Yeah.
And the whole episode is voting on whether they're going to bring her back or they're going to bring Frost back, who is also a fan-loved character that was there for a while, also played by Danielle Panabaker, or a new hot topic queen with blue highlights in her hair named Keone or Keanu.
Okay.
I don't care.
Here's my problem, and that's the entire plot of this episode. The entire plot is: do we bring back Caitlyn or do we bring back Frost? And they just decided to let Keone decide for herself what she wants to do, and she decides to live. Now, if this show is going to keep going, then it's another interesting character development for the Caitlyn character. It could be. It really could be actually another development. Somebody who's not tied to any of the previous stuff, so that Danielle Panabaker could start her acting chops without having this weird disassociative identity thing. My problem is, why the F are we doing this with 9 episodes left? We've introduced a brand new Caitlyn Snow, Keone, for no reason. Because here's the kicker. She doesn't have powers. She's not medically like some crazy doctor. Now she's just a background character that constantly makes comments like, I don't know if I want to go out to lunch. Like,
oh my God, are you angry?
Yeah, I don't know what emotions are.
I know what she's going for. She's going for bright-eyed toddler. She's going for the world is so.
What's it? The pixie queen or pixie
manic pixie dream girl.
Yeah, manic pixie dream girl.
Mexican pixie dream girl.
I said manic. I did not say Mexican.
I can't do this. I can't.
I said manic.
So manic pixie dream girl, Caitlyn. It's so upsetting because at no point does anybody talk about the emotional resonance of Caitlyn.
Yeah,
like a character.
The only one who cares is Mr. Abs. Chad Blaine.
No, he doesn't care about Caitlyn. He doesn't want Caitlyn back.
No, but he's the only one that cares about getting one of them back.
Yeah.
They have a way to bring back Caitlyn or Frost. Keone is nobody. She doesn't exist story-wise. She doesn't exist in the narrative of the show. And he's the only one that gives a crap.
Somebody check Eric Wallace's comic run and see if he created a character named Keone at any point, because that honestly might be why. Because that's his thing, guys. That's that guy's thing. If you wonder why we watch a show instead of about Vibe, Frost, and Flash, and we're watching a show about Chester P. Runk and Allegra, who's the worst in these 2 episodes, maybe one of the worst things ever, and the Candace Patton show, it's because of Mr. Old Eric Wallace introducing his favorite characters, Chillblaine. Guys, never forget, Chillblaine is a main cast member of this show now. One of the worst received characters of all time was promoted to series regular purely because an Eric Wallace creation.
Wait, he made Chillblaine?
Pretty sure he made Chillblaine.
I know. Chillblaine's been around since
Or he did a run with
80s.
Chillblaine pretty recently.
Chillblaine has been around for a while.
Yeah?
He has,
okay,
yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong about that, but
I remember looking up Chillblaine when he first showed up because I didn't realize he was an actual character.
No, yeah, we all thought he was fake.
I'm pretty sure he originally appeared. Yeah, he first appeared in the Flash 112.
Yeah, never mind. But regardless, Allegra is all of the Black Hole characters, a lot of the villains were all his characters, and that's why they're so bad.
Chillblaine was invented in 1991.
Yeah.
So no, so that's my problem, and it goes back to the same argument I had with the first episode, where it's why are these episodes existing? Like, I'm not like okay. In general, I don't think what they chose to do in episode 2 is terrible. If it was taken out of, if this was just the Flash normal run and it's got another season under its belt and we're going to develop this new character, that's fine. It was an interesting, overall, the plot for it was interesting. The idea of like, do we kill one of them? Who do we pick? Stuff like that.
That's not an interesting way to tell the plot, but it is like inherently an interesting
Yeah,
plot.
I did like overall what they were doing with it. I just don't understand why, with like 9 episodes left, we've decided to make a new character. Especially when, look, I get it. We're not fans of Allegra, but she has now been regulated to freaking Chester's girlfriend.
Oh my God! Except not. Let her be. It's. Are we children? Like, how does a show go for 9 seasons, aka 10 years, roughly, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, our audience was probably 15 when we started. They're 25 now. Just kidding. Actually, they're probably 9 now. This is like a 9-year-old show now. This is like written for little children with the whole like Allegra's like, he really. This is the next episode because he is such a good kisser, though. What are we saying? What is this dialogue? It's so awful.
The whole Chester Allegra thing, which pans both 2 and 3, is just dumb.
It's
like,
so dumb.
Like you did it. They kissed. Let them be together. Especially if we're not going to do anything with Allegra other than now make her Chester's girlfriend, because she pops in randomly. Oh hey, here's my vote on everything. Bye.
Yeah.
What? What?
Oh my
what are
God.
you doing here?
It's so dumb. And honestly, so Eric Wallace put out a giant statement about, hey, well, I really want to do 10 seasons. Here's what I would have done with 10 seasons. I would have done Blackest Night. I would have done the formation of Justice League. I would have done this thing, right? Flash Wars. He says all of that. You're a liar. You're a liar, Eric
You had
Wallace.
room right here to do
He
it.
said, I can't close the Legend storyline because we were only given 13 episodes. You're a liar, bro. You're a legitimate liar, and I'm angry now. Like, I'm not even joking anymore because he's so full of crap because he's not properly closing storylines or doing bombastic returns or anything.
No. Episode 1 was just reminding you that Iris and Barry are a couple. Episode 2's whole thing was introducing a brand new character. Both of these episodes could have been used to close out any other storyline.
And they brought back Hartley, which he is a fan favorite. We do.
I do like Hartley. Hartley's return was fun.
Hartley was so underutilized in this. He was used so weirdly. Like
he was, but I find it weird because he's in episode 3. I feel like he just got promoted to like main cast now, which is bizarre because Chilblain got demoted back to villain, while at the same time we have like Allegra's been shoved off to nowhere. Chester also hasn't done very much for these 2 episodes.
No, he hasn't, and it doesn't matter because what's his storyline anyways? He already.
And let's move into episode 3 because I want to talk about these both in tandem.
Yeah.
So episode 2 was all about Keone and what they're going to do with that. We barely touched it. Episode 3 is like Barry's building a Suicide Squad, which the reason I was like not as interested halfway through the episode is I thought this was another throwaway episode. What's the point? Like, we have a whole scene with him and Hartley going to different villains, trying to recruit them. Which, by the way, I can't remember his name. The black guy who can do, like, gold stuff. What is it? He's my favorite villain of this entire show. Goldface. He's awesome. I love Goldface.
So here's the issue. Right? This episode is a Rogues episode.
Yeah.
We haven't had one in a long time, right? And it's it's probably the final Rogues episode we will ever get of Legacy Rogues, right? Oh, who are we going to bring back? You think we're going to bring back Captain Cold, maybe? Fan favorite. We'd love to see Wentworth Miller back. We'll bring back Heatwave, maybe Rainbow Rider. Ooh, maybe the old Captain Boomerang. Who are we going to bring back? No. We're bringing back Goldfinger, the Jack, I know what I said, the Jack Black impressionist from last season, which I don't think you watched that episode.
Okay, hold on. I want to talk about him real fast. I'm cutting off on purpose.
Yeah.
I could not remember that guy's powers. And I'm pretty sure he didn't use them in the show. I'm pretty sure the budget was cut on his power usage. He does this to the generator, and we cut away.
You know, he shoots fire. You didn't watch that scene.
Okay.
You weren't paying attention. He actively shoots fire from his hands. Betty watched this 20 minutes ago. Whatever. Look. So that guy, he was in last season. I don't know if you watched his debut episode, but he just does a Jack Black impression for 40 minutes. He's like, I'm a rock star. Let's do it, boys.
Oh,
and he's like
that's where he's from. I thought he was like
so,
way earlier, and I just forgot who he was.
They bring back that weirdo, right? Then they bring back Hartley, And then they Chilblain, this is the best we could do. You couldn't offer anybody enough money to come back. Wentworth Miller's not even starring in a show right now. We love Captain Cold, and it would have been a Legends tie-in.
Imagine if Heatwave came back too. Was a Heatwave Captain Cold thing?
Oh my God, we haven't seen them together.
But you know why? You know why? Because this new Rogues group is now on the team-esque. They're around. They're recruited by the end of the show.
No, who cares about that? Because how much better would it be if Captain Cold, he goes, okay, well, Captain Cold's not around, but I know where we can go. Goes to another Earth, gets a Citizen Cold, right? Because he's the one who was in
or just time travel. We're doing that.
Time travel. Pull him because they've done that before too. Bring him back, and he's like, "All right, Barry, here's the plan. We're gonna go in. You're gonna do like you know how he monologues.
No,
I
Barry.
love him. It's so good.
Here's the plan. We're going to go in. You got to draw out the breath.
Sorry,
you got.
Here's the plan, Barry.
No, you got to draw it out more. You got. Here's the plan. You got it. Almost like you're going into a growl. Like that's the way Wentworth does.
He does. He's always he's so
and he talks it slow, like he's cold himself.
It's just like his sexy voice, but it's genuinely like I get it.
Yeah.
Like I know why people.
I liked Goldface, and I actually liked that episode in general. But the problem I have with it is, again, it felt like a throwaway episode until the very ending, where we finally meet Red Death, and we know what the threat is that's coming across now. And they even spoiled right away that it's Batwoman. Like they didn't even hold that out, which I was kind of impressed with. Like they just threw all the cards right on the table right away.
They announced it beforehand.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But for your casual show watcher, it has not been. We knew it.
Yeah. Okay, for your casual show watcher, let's say this: who is this black woman in this suit? Because your casual show watcher. Maybe watch the first season of Batwoman. Maybe.
Well, but they had a whole sequence where they talked to Luke Fox and Batwoman went missing and blah blah blah. Actually, I don't think
this show. I don't.
They
know
did it in this episode, but I actually think they used her real name. I don't think they called her Batwoman.
They call her like Ryan Wilder or whatever.
Yeah, that's her real name.
And the issue with that is, and they use Batwoman, like the actual actress, in one thing. They used her in Reverse Flashpoint, where CW said, Candace Patton is an African-American woman. This is an African-American character. What if, in the Reverse Flash timeline, they're best friends? Because I don't know if you remember Reverse Flashpoint. In it, Batwoman and Iris are best friends because they're black women. And that's so ridiculous of, like, never having them have a relationship before and never having them have dialogue or scenes together and then just say it. It's like, disrespectful. Whatever.
But you're talking 2 seasons ago, though. I'm pretty sure, wasn't that like 2?
Well, I'm just saying that like that's the only time they've interacted. She's not been on the show from this point.
Yeah.
Kate Kane was a big
I want
part
to talk
of the
about your favorite actress in this entire show, Iris, because the last 3. Okay, the first episode we already had our complaints with her over. The first episode we already had our complaints, but these 2 episodes, like I've been an Iris defender to an extent. Because generally, when they give her something to do, she's useful. Like, I don't argue against that. I feel like Candace Patton is stuck with bad writing. In these last 2 episodes, it's literally the epitome of we have to have her there. She doesn't offer anything. She doesn't add anything. She doesn't do anything. She's not even at her paper for these 2 episodes. Like, I remember watching one of the scenes, and she just reiterates the plot that has happened up to this point. Like, oh, you're the one that's going to catch us up. Cool. I feel like she's getting wasted. Just like we're on the last season. You finally gave her newspaper. We've established she's going to be rich and famous. We've established her as being a strong element in with the Flash. Why is she just sidelined again?
Well, we haven't actually established any of that. That's your real answer. Shall I give you the honest answer about it? Is they haven't established anything because they just make statements and expect us to believe them versus like. You don't see Iris becoming a top-notch reporter by writing stories. You don't see her like Lois and Superman and Lois is always like really invested in like reporting. Like it's a big part. It's 50% Superman and the kids. It's 50% Lois on her adventure, right? Iris doesn't do that. All we do is, that post got 37 million clicks, didn't it? We're the top news source in America now. Shut up. It's just such bad. Okay, sorry guys, I need to dial it down.
Dial it back. I gave you room for your Irish rant last episode.
It's so bad. Are you kidding me? You have to just make it happen. I'm not saying you cut the character. I don't like the character. I would rather have any of Barry's love interests in this show because Candace Patton and Grant Gustin do not have chemistry, and that's fine. That's not a slight on the actors. You have chemistry or you don't. You can't force chemistry.
Yeah.
You could have a girlfriend that's anybody you've ever met. No, you have like the person who fits right for you. But like Linda Park in the first season, Patty Spiv in the second season, so much better as love interest. But whatever, we'll move past that. Candace is here. She's here to stay. They've invested in it. Iris has to be a character. Fine. I'm okay with that. Let's deal with it.
Well, just
give her something to do.
let's see. That's my argument. Like these first 3 episodes, we basically have sidelined Iris, Allegra, and Chester, who you've spent 3 seasons making me care about, and you didn't sideline them so that we can focus on Barry and focus on Red Death. We did 3 throwaway episodes, doing a Rogues episode with Rogues that everyone pretty much forgot. I forgot Goldface was a character until he showed up again.
He was in a funny episode because Barry plays like a guy trying to pretend to be a villain.
I loved it. Once he showed up, I'm like, oh, that guy. I loved that guy. You know what I mean? Like, I did.
Yeah.
But like we went 3 episodes. Chad Blaine's doing his own thing. Like we've spent 3 episodes, and my complaint isn't that these are terrible episodes. It's that they're just mediocre episodes going nowhere when we're ending the show in 9 to 10 more episodes. That's my complaint. That we're sidelining Iris, that we're sidelining Allegra, that we're sidelining Chester, and we are in the home stretch. We're in the home stretch of the show, Hudson. It's coming to its end.
And it sucks. And that's what breaks my heart the most because, like, it's not a good show. It's not. And you can feel that it is and enjoy it yourself. But for me, it is genuinely a bad show. Now, it used to be good. And I went back and watched some old episodes just to see, like, is it nostalgia? Are these genuinely good? And I watched with a friend that's ever watched Flash. And he was like, oh, this is really good. Let's keep watching it. So, and this friend is like a horrible critic. And I don't trust their opinion on everything because they're usually so snarky. But they liked it. They enjoyed themselves. This show is a caricature of what it was. So guess what? Last seasons of superhero shows are caricatures of themselves. That's what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be much campier. They're supposed to have much more cameos and wrap up much more storylines or have, really fun moments. But that's not what we're doing for some reason. We've chose to not do that. We've chose to tell weird side quest storylines. Like
the only thing I'll say about episode 3 is that we did at the ending link this all together finally to Red Death. So we're actually moving into the actual plot now. Like, we used that episode is basically Barry's now teamed up. Like, why? Allegra has powers, right? Like, and Chester can do things, but instead
Allegra's like a super metahuman, I believe. I think she's crazy powerful.
And we've also now established what's her name? She's got the mental
Cecile.
powers. Cecile.
She's got
But instead, we're now bringing in Goldface and I guess Jack Black Guy. And it was Chill Blaine. So Goldface, Jack Black Guy, and Hartley. We're adding them onto the team. And Hartley, Hartley's kind of been interwoven in multiple seasons and has his own like plot running through and everything like that.
He was the biggest change.
I got to talk about since when could the Flash? Okay, so Hartley's gonna kill the woman who killed everybody. Flash touches him, pulls him into a vibration dimension. He's like, yo, bro, they're right here. What power is that? Where did that come from?
Also, this new fiddler, this woman, what the? Dan told me not to cuss as much. What is that? What is that? What is that? It's so dumb. She has like a. I have the episode pulled up. I'm gonna replay this because I think it's like a crazy line. Hold on, let me play this for myself real quick. She says a phrase right here in the first 2 seconds. It's crazy. Okay, she uses her fiddle. She opens a safe, and then she says, "Gabba Gabba Hey" is the first line of episode 3. She says at 10 seconds, "Gabba Gabba Hey, Gabba Gabba Hey, Gabba Gabba Hey." I can't do this, Benny. You have to finish the review without me. I'm done.
The thing with the Flash, like, where did that power come from? And I at first thought was like, oh, what? Wait, hold on. Is he able to look through time? Are they in an alternate dimension? What is this whole thing? But yeah, I mean, I don't think the episodes are terrible, but they're not good. And it's not sending this off in a way where I'm like, dude, this is the one of the best seasons. We're setting it off in a great way. We're not. We're spinning our wheels. We have 13 total episodes, and we've wasted 3 of them. And I'm not even saying we had to jump to Red Death. We did not have to jump to Red Death. But we could have been doing plot points that would have been starting to wind things down. The only indication that this show is ending, that I have got a vibe of at this point, is Joe and Cecile leaving Central City. That is the only indication I've got that this show is ending.
Oh wow, and it's like Jesse L. Martin at his worst, because he's great when he get charismatic dialogue, when he has movement on screen. His whole plot this season is, Cecile, I'm ready for the next chapter. I'm worried all the time, and it's like Jesse, he's great at it. He is an Oscar-worthy actor. He's a Broadway actor.
Well, he had a
incredible.
back injury. You can tell.
Yeah.
That's why he's not doing anything.
And it's just
like
sad.
Look, I'm fine if he doesn't do much because of his back injury. But I feel like they were making fun of it when they all decided to go to a nightclub at the end of episode 3. And they're like, there's Joe standing there. And he's just like, guys, don't draw attention to the fact he's recovering from a back injury. Just let the man do his acting and call it a day. Like, don't do that.
Oh, my God. It's so... Why have they not mentioned Cisco's name once in the final season of the show? Not once. Not once. They did it last season. They were doing it before. They should have said, like, Caitlyn. They're killing off Caitlyn Snow. They're killing off Danielle Panabaker.
They should have brought, honestly, I don't care about. If this is your last season, the decision should have been bring back Caitlyn. And then she deals with just becoming a normal person without split personalities. That should have been the closure to the Danielle Panabaker storyline.
And maybe she unlocks her frost powers.
Yeah.
Boom.
Or like gets them both back in the same body again. Or
it doesn't matter.
Or we revived them both. And that's that. And Chillblaine and Frost could go off. And then we just have Caitlyn dealing with her things. And that's how the show should have ended her storyline.
I don't care for Keanu. They're very annoying. Or Keone or Keane. I don't care. They're very dumb.
It's Keone.
But just imagine Cisco not being part of that conversation. Caitlyn is his best friend. Before Barry joined Star Labs, he worked with Caitlyn for years. They knew Ronnie together. They had their lives together. And then, boom, nothing. They never address it again. They don't have him included on this. And Barry's like, Frost decided to become Hellfrost to beat Black Frost, Black guy, whatever, Fireman, evil Blackfire, whatever. And it's like, what are we saying? No, she didn't. She decided to save the world the same way you decided to save the world. But we pull your I wanted to say another cuss word. We pull your butt out of the Speed Force to bring you back into the storyline. We make all these concessions for you, but we're not going to make it for other characters. I'm on Chillblaine's side. Yeah. He's cringe and he has terrible dialogue, and the actor who plays him is too pretty boy to play a superhero. Dude. He's way too pretty boy to play a superhero.
I don't like that this is all complaining, but I have one more complaint about Iris. She chose Frost, and when she reveals her reason, it's because she chose Caitlyn last time.
Oh my God, but then during the dialogue, during the original sequence, she's like, and I'm not going to share my reasons. Shut up! Shut up! Shut the F up! I can't say it anymore because I got in trouble for cussing on the show. But
because they demonetize any swearing now.
They only in the first 15 seconds, but Dan likes to censor it.
No, if it's in the first 15 seconds, it will automatic.
Oh,
but if you swear anywhere else, they'll still catch you.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about another thing because
it's already been proven. It's already been proven, buddy boy.
I've been doing a ton of research on this and talking to the teams at YouTube on this because my videos.
It's an automated service. It doesn't matter who you. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's thing.
Oh my God, that's not how we're wrapping this. We're gonna talk about the Flash to end the Flash.
Right, we are. We're ending it. Dan could cut that part out, and then we've talked about the Flash.
So look, I just want to say. This is a very weird misuse of the Rogues entirely, and I think that if we were going to go, the costuming for New Boomerang, so good. He looks awesome, and the actor's really good. I don't know about Yo Gabba Gabba, the Fiddler girl. Hey, Gabba Gabba. Okay,
I actually didn't like Chillblaine's outfit. It looked the most cosplay it ever has.
Oh my God, he's doing Wolverine cosplay. He's doing like Wolverine and Sabretooth cosplay.
Also, why is he the only one that showed up in costume?
Why is he showing up in costume? But with a shirt off, and he has freezing gauntlets. You need to wear more layers. You're using like liquid nitrogen cooling.
The fact is, they all showed up in the uniform. He then took the time, like everyone else just took off the uniform and there's their regular clothes. He took the time to take off the uniform, get naked, throw a coat on.
Hey, Gabba Gabba, that's the end of this review because we can't talk about it anymore. If you want to see something entertaining, look to the first 10 seconds of the Flash episode of season 9, episode 3, so you can hear a cast member say, for no reason, unprompted, never addressed, hey, Gabba Gabba.
And check out our sponsor.
Into the AM. Use code ABSOLUTELY.